Good evening. We're on.
In the house. There's your band out my head. In the house.
How's it going?
Everything's all right, mate. Everything's good.
Right. Wait for a few more people to come on, mate, and we'll get cracking. I think there'll be a few watching this one tonight. Got 129 in a minute.
129 in already. Jesus Christ! It must be popular. Hey, the famous itch.
Fourth wankers. Someone's calling me a wanker, eh?
Don't worry about it, mate. Keyboard gangsters. Ash, smile for the teeth, so I'll put it on Instagram. Go
on. I came for the best of third play. Have a look, both of you bellends. Thanks, Jim Bob. I love you too.
Some fucking up.
Tony Mean in the chat.
Yes, Tony.
Good.
Babes will be about. Listen, I've got to go out with the missus in a minute, so it's just a quick one, about 15 minutes to address problem. A few things, and I'm going to jump off.
Sound. Right, let's get it on. Is that a perm? No, it's not. Is yours a perm, Dean?
I don't know. Babes, is my hair a perm? My hair. Say that again. You know, it just needs a cut. It's not permed.
Nice.
This is perm. Right. This is getting perm now.
Right. Let's crack on. Right. So let's first one. Going. So let's set the live up. There's been a lot going on. I think we'll start with the Ash looks flabby. Fuck you, Rackpull, you stiff prick. Anyway, so
is he still on your case?
He cracks on 24/7. So we'll start with the ones from today. So we'll go with.
Let me just clear things up. Let me just clear one thing up there.
Go on.
Me and Dougie are cousins, and we've never ever fell out. Yeah. So Ash, we are friends. We have never ever fell out. But people don't realise, you know, when you're just getting on with your shit and you've got a day-to-day family life and things to attend to, automatically we fell out.
Right, so we'll start with
go on.
We'll start with Hector. He's had a lot to say this morning, and so
you see what I say about Hector. Hector phones me. We have a neutral conversation about getting people on the fight card, and the next minute he runs off his gums on his channel. So at the moment, what we've got to do with Hector, the Decca situation, has been aired on YouTube, so it has to be dealt with in a correct way on YouTube, as we all know. Yeah. But the best response to a fool is no response at all. So Hector's not going to get no response from any of us. But you know, like you're saying, the best time to serve any revenge is when it's ice cold. We all know that. So, job done with Hector. Now, what I am gonna clarify, for some reason he wants to jump on about calling my cousin a rapist. I'll stand beside my cousin. I'll stand in front of him, beside him, and behind him. Yeah, and we're gonna do. There's a live going on Cullen's channel, Cullen May's channel, with his documentation, not this Decca Heggie documentation. His documentation to clarify is not what he said. What people are portraying him to be, but it's all right being well saying that, because when you get landed on, just make sure you've got that same energy over YouTube. That's all I'm going to say to these clowns. So say no more. Actually, don't even need to say my name, because I tell you what I'll do. I've never once said anything bad about that fool, right? I still won't say nothing bad about him, but if he wants to address the issue, any issue, June the 18th, me and Decca Heggie going to hand-to-hand combat on the Oxford site with the Oxford Joyces doing fair play. If anyone's got an issue with any of us, you're fighting men, you claim to be fighting men, you've all had a few fights, what you need to do, your Joyce's cousin, you couldn't. Right, listen, Ash, keep handicaps off the thing at the minute. I ain't got time for them. But what we're doing is here, but on a serious note, anyone's got an issue, Hector, anyone, I'm not going to start naming all the names, but if you've got problems, I'm a fraud, and Doug is this, and we're this and that. If we're only frauds and we're only muppets and we're Mong boys, I invite you all to the fight on June the 18th in Oxford. There'll be plenty of W's there and there'll be plenty of J's there. How's that? So you will be rectified. It's not a problem. Now, what you've got to remember is anyone can chat shit by keyboards and that. Now, there's spite between me and Decca, as you know. So the fight built up on the platform because it had to be dealt with on the platform because of the way it got aired and everything else. This Hector guy don't have no spite with me, so I'm just going to say it politely, Hector. I'm going to say it straight to you clear. I'm a family man. Yeah. Leave my name out your mouth and leave me alone. That's all I'm asking you to do, fella. You know what I mean? I don't clout chase you because you're irrelevant to me, but for some reason I'm relevant to you, but you're irrelevant to me.
Yeah. I think the thing with it is, I think from mean, I did a live today and I asked about it. I gave my opinion, and it were, I don't understand why everything has to be on a video for me. And
100%.
For people whose culture that it's not, it don't make no sense to me. So for Hector to come on and shout everything and go on about going on about 3D as well, and Johnny and all that sort of stuff, it makes you wonder whether it's all just for a couple of clicks, doesn't it?
I just open that what Hector's done and what a few people have done. Listen, I had an issue with DC yesterday, and he voiced his opinion. I give him my opinion. He come back pretty much and said, look, it was for views. He knew it'd do big numbers with what he said. He didn't mean no disrespect by it and so forth. I get YouTube's a business. I get YouTube's a business. I understand that. Yeah. But there's also a respect margin as well. And when you show people respect, you should get respect back. Now, I shown Hector respect in a phone call. I had a brief chat with him. He said he said to me, look, Dean, when the Ditchy thing was going on, I said, just bring Ditchy up here. He'll get fair play so I could slap him. He said, if I bring him up there, make sure that nothing happens to me. I said, nothing had happened to you, mate. It was all mutual respect. And for all of a sudden now, he wants to start bad-mouthing my name about fraud and everything else. But if I am only a fraud, Hector, come down on June 18 if I'm only a fraud, if you've got a problem with me. But like I said, and I'm going to put it clear, Ash, there's only one. Decca's got to be dealt with on a public platform because it's been dealt with on a public platform, so it's got to be a fight and so forth. But anyone else wants smoke, you've got my number, especially people like Hector's got my number. I've got his number. I don't need to phone him because they're relevant. Babes, I'll be 2 minutes, right? All right, I'll be 2 minutes. So. But what I'm saying is, if you really want to smoke, it's not going to be aired on no YouTube. You get a private phone call, put the challenge on there, we'll give you a location and we'll do it. Anyone can get it, it's not a problem, we're not shy. We're not into this YouTube. We're not into this YouTube views. User building a platform. We want to keep the positivity around the platform. We want to do. I'm doing what I'm doing, but we're going to collaborate later on down the line, as you know, and we're going to be doing things in the correct way. So, once the Decca saga is over and done with, my presence on YouTube with controversy and call-outs and fights, it's done. Me and Decca's the fight on YouTube that everyone wants to see. Let's get it on. Smash the nonsense teeth, and no matter what people voice their opinion, it's not an issue. Your opinions are relevant to me. I'm the one that's going into hand-to-hand combat, not their opinion. And that's pretty much it. So the presence on YouTube is gone after that. Once Decca's done, I'm done with it. But what you got to remember is if there's issues with people, don't hide behind screens. And all you've got to do, boys, just make the call, and then we can happily address each other. But we're not going to air it on YouTube for views and clicks. I don't need views and clicks. I don't even have a channel. Do you understand what I mean, Ash? So it's not views and clicks to me. Now, what you got to remember is that, the way these people are running their gums and the this and the that and so forth, that's fine. But you want to call my little cousin Johnny, a grape and this and that. You don't know fucking Johnny. And I'll tell you one thing now, you ain't on Johnny's page. You ain't on any of our page. But if it's for clicks and views, I just really hope that the clicks and views are really worth it. You know what I mean? So, what you got to remember, Ash, is like this. I portray myself to be nothing but than what I am. I've got a missus, I've got kids, I go to work, I've got my fingers in about 10 other pies after work to survive like any other man, and that's it. I get on with life. I've had a past like everyone else. I've been in jail, I've done this, I've done that. We got to remember is now, me and Decca's genuine spite. These other fucking clowns just calling my name out and blacking up my name, but they don't, do you understand what I mean? I've got bigger problems in front of me than them. My fucking family alone. You know what I mean? I've got to focus on what comes first. It's like these guys, and you know what I mean. And I don't really know, but like I said, don't get it twisted though, because when our kid gets back from his holidays, he's happily going to address Hector anyway. Do you understand what I mean? However, he's going to address him is down to him, but it is going to be addressed. Hector ain't going to get out of this because this ain't clicks and views. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't going to be clicks and views, and that's what I said. If I'm only a fraud, guys. I said that on a video the other week. If I'm only a fraud, every one of you are welcome to come down and give me a few boxing lessons while I'm training for Decca. But none of you's got in touch. So, like I said, what I do there is just brush them to one side. They're irrelevant. Going back to the Daniel Lazar situation the other day. Daniel Lazar
I was just going to say about that. I think people
that little rat.
Jump the gun before knowing.
Exactly. Listen, that little rat, right? He was a very, 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 very malicious person that created that narrative, very malicious person. And let me tell you one thing about me and my family life. You see my missus, and you know this, Ash, she's my best mate, she's my missus. I have a problem, the first person I'll turn to is my missus. Yeah. I need advice. I don't turn to My mum, I don't turn to my dad. I don't turn to anyone. I turn to my oldest daughter. I turn to my missus. That's who I turn to. So people must be really jealous and envy that. Do you understand what I mean? That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know, people go out with the lads on a weekend and have a pint. You know yourself, Ash. When I'm not working, who am I with?
Yeah.
I don't. You know, that's what I do on a day to day.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time together, mate. I know.
No, but the point what I'm getting at is that I've got people like Lazar who doesn't seem to do anything constructive for his kids or anything. Has he got kids?
Who?
Does Lazar?
Yeah.
But I don't see him do anything constructive. All he seems to want to do, like, he jumps on it and thought that there was some narrative there. He was messaging me, missus, saying, "Has Dean cheated on you?" What the fuck? Who the fuck's that little fucking crackhead weed smoking?
He's had his own grief over YouTube, and when his ex with the mother of his kid or kids were going on saying that he weren't, you know, he didn't look after them and all sorts of stuff.
Well, let me tell you one thing. My missus or any my kids could never turn around and say I don't provide. Now, what Lazar must, I don't know what his narrative is, because my missus specifically told him, messaged him and told him, it's not true. It's all bullshit. How dare you go and put that on your live channel? It's not true, right? This is what he was told. Then he has the cheek to go on his live channel and tell me that I'm in a toxic relationship. I'm not in a fucking toxic. Listen, every relationship has an up and down, but my relationship's far from it's far from perfect, but it's far from toxic. Then you've got the likes of Lazar, who can't even hold a relationship by the looks of things. I mean, look, he sits down his live channel living out of a spliff hanging out of his mouth talking shit about people. Yeah? So, you know, he's supposed to spend 2-3 hours on his live every day. That could be 2-3 hours you could spend with your kids, mate, and focus on your own life instead of living in other people's. And then he said to me, I messaged him and said, "What the fuck are you going on live talking shit for? Putting up some fake narrative." Now, what you got to remember is there, it's all clicks and views. It's all been in well clicks and views, but what you got to realise is there is, I'm never going to change my view for what I stand for. Am I this? Am I that? I've been portrayed to be all sorts. You know what I am? I'm a family man that does well in life. Yeah, I go out to work. I've got my finger in about 10 other pies, like I've just said. I get by. Every weekend, we spend weekends away. You know, we go out, we go shopping, we eat out every other night. We live a good life between us. You know what I mean? The people that are kind of bombard that, then that's fine to them. It's going to take a lot more than bullshit, malicious rumours and trolls back over this Decca fight, getting involved to break the bond between me and my missus and my family. It's never going to happen. Now, the answer, do I live in a violent, is my missing a violent relationship? Are you fucking mad? A violent fucking relationship? Let me tell you one thing now. Any man that raises his hand to a woman isn't worth the shit off my shoe. I seen my own father put my mother through it, yeah, and I'm openly saying it. I seen what he put my mother through as a young boy, yeah. I love him as my father and respect him, but I rebel him at the same time. And let me tell you one thing, any man put his hand on my children is a dead man. Yeah, so for Lazar now, he crossed the line trying to create that narrative when he was told and warned. What's that, please? I'm coming in a minute, just wait. I'll be there 2 minutes. Right, we're going to have to shoot off in a minute because she wants to go shop.
Yeah,
but
no
anyway,
worries, mate.
No, but I just wanted to clear that one up there with the narrative with him, with that Lazar. So what he's done is all about his clicks and views, and he had the cheek to go on there saying I'm in a toxic relationship. What the fuck, man? I mean, I'm not being funny.
I think the thing is, for me, with YouTube, it's one of them. It's people obviously want to see you fail, and people want to jump all over anything negative.
It's only me and Ash.
No, because
he won't message you. Who Lazar? I'm going to punch his face. He won't. She just said he's a mouthy little cunt. My missus can't stand him.
Yeah. Well, it's like now these.
Listen, come here. Tell him. Listen, can you hear this? 1 minute. She don't want to put on the camera, but say that for the camera, babes.
I told him it wasn't true, and he put like a specky geek glasses things on, saying I've got the screenshots.
Did you hear that?
It wasn't even me.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, then, Ash?
Yeah.
So my missus told him it wasn't even true, and he's carried it on and put like some goofy face, like smiling face, and like glasses to raise a glass, as if it was true. This is what kind of worms you're dealing with. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to start getting into it and start throwing it on Lazar, because Lazar speaks for himself. He's lonely, bitter, lives in his bedsit with his dog in his fucking shitty fucking house. Yeah, we've got too much going on to worry about people like him. But if I'm living in his head, I must be living in everyone's head fucking rent-free these days, because I'm the most talked about fucking man on YouTube at the minute, which you don't mind. But look, what a lot of people have got to realise is, after the Decca fight, my life just goes back to how it's always been. Do you understand what I mean? And,
yeah,
and
I think
what I've kind
it
of
needs to as well, because it's consumed everything on it, and it's like now. I mean, I was just going to say then it's weird how you get that many negative comments, but you get 1,400 people watching you live, and
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone just wants to see him fail.
Everyone wants to see me fail, so you might see me fail everything. I might fail at a lot of things, but one thing I won't fail for is my family, and that's that. So whether you like me, fucking can't stand me, make up rumours about me, one thing I'll never fail for is my missus and my kids, and my missus will clarify that. The kids will clarify that. I've never been an absent father like some people. Do you understand what I mean? You don't see me. You don't see me. Yes, Dave. You don't see me. You don't see me fucking going on there doing this and doing that. And then you've got the likes of Hector now calling Dougie and Johnny and all that and whatever else. I just hope that you've got that energy, fella. You had no reason to call my name. But what you got to remember is YouTube portrays an image for some people, so they automatically think because we're on YouTube we're the same as them. Do you understand what I mean? And we all know, like we're saying, that the only YouTube brand we're dealing with at the minute is a Decca situation. When he's done, we're done with YouTube. But anyone's got an issue, and everyone that's come out with the Dean LYnch fraud shit, I hope you can back it up, because you are going to get rectified. Believe me, the best time to serve revenge is when it's ice cold. But like I said, my family life comes first. You understand what I mean? But what everyone, it was funny, right? Because I shattered my missus shattered Daniel Lazar's dreams, because he was hoping and dreaming to have some dirt on me, and a lot of other people was as well. Do you understand what I mean? Now, what you got to remember is there was hoping and dreaming, and there was hoping and praying. Yeah, we've got some dirt on Dean, man. He's done this, mate. You fucking idiots. But what you got to remember is that if that's what they're hoping and dreaming on, and they was hoping and they're sat there very excited to air that on their channel, it shows you how sad and pathetic they really are. Do you know what I mean?
I think people just it's all about the drama. That's all it is. And there's other channels that'll literally just put the most ludicrous things on a title to get people watching, and then they just talk shit about everyone, and that's just what they're about.
Listen, they can all, to be fair, mate, like I said, I'm just dealing with the Decca saga, and then then it's we're going to do a bit of a little mini documentary of the preparations to the fight, my family life to the fight, the stuff I've had to kind of go through for the fight, dealing with hidden profiles, talking shit and whatever else. And what you got to remember is I'm the one that's here fighting a nonce that's done bad things to people, and I'm the one getting the shit for it, how it looks. And all the shit, all that shit's done, you know yourself, Ash. Since this fight's been announced, you haven't seen me for 6-7 weeks because I've been training. Am I right?
Yeah.
Work, train. Exactly, because I'm training, I'm on it. You know what I mean? That's all I've done. So what you got to remember with these fucking Muppets is I'm the one fighting the bad guy, but I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what you do.
You can never do anything right, can you?
But all I want to do is say thank you to these people that have been so negative towards me, because all you've done is make me train harder and make me keep going, and that's it. And that's what I said. I told Decca. I told that prick time ago. What's that, babes? All right, you doing one on me? All right, I was doing a video on me. Hey, so anyway, I was saying there. The bottom line is what I'm saying is that I told Decca on the 18th of June he's fighting. I'm shutting him down. Yeah, whichever way you look at it, I'm shutting him down.
I honestly think. I mean, you see it all the time. People are saying that you're not going to turn up. People are saying he's not going to turn up. And to be honest with you, it's been going on for that long.
But it's not though, because
and I hope he turns up, because it needs.
People say it's been going on for that.
To get out the way, because people
just say it's been going on
in everybody's chats, in it. It's driving me mad with it all.
But people said it's taking long for it to happen. But what you've got to remember is, I said the 18th of June, I agreed to his challenge. So why has it took long? It's not took long. It's because too many people are too busy to put their input in it. It's killing the brains. It's killing them.
Yeah.
I train, right? I get up, I go to work, I train. When I'm in the gym, Decca's in my head. When I leave the gym and I'm with the missus and we're out and about, or I'm here, or I'm at my mum's, or I'm just fucking, no matter where I am, he's not in my head. And I'm in all these people's heads rent free. Do you know what I mean? And it don't faze me. I'm just a normal. When I leave the gym, he's gone then. He's gone. I'm back to normal. So like I said, a lot of people have got a lot of shit to say and whatever else. And I hope that they can back it up, because like you're saying, we've got 3D Fight Club 2s in August. I'm going to be down at 3D Fight Club 2. And then you've got like certain people that are going to turn up there to my home city and hope that they're going to get a free pass. It isn't going to happen. It's like you're saying with that fucking fool in London that's just done this video today, these random videos. He thinks he's going to get a pass for views. This ain't for views. and there ain't going to be no fair one-on-one fights are coming at the end of that as well. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That is definitely going to happen. In
terms of this Decca fight now, where are you up to with it? Like, I know that there was all the stuff about the paperwork, there was stuff about pay-per-view. Where does the land lie with it?
Right, the pay-per-view, we're doing pay-per-view regardless because, like I said, all deeds are going to charities, not to me, charities, yeah, and that's a fact. People might say, "Oh, you scammers, just not." I'm telling you now, it's all going to charities. Charities of the public choices. In terms of the paperwork, I just fooled him and bluffed him. Am I going to produce mine? Yes. The reason being is because I said it's only fair if I produce mine, you produce yours after the fight.
What are you showing? What paperwork are you getting?
Enhanced DBS. What I've got, I have to have that through work anyway. Right. Obviously, I work on a lot of schools and fucking nursing homes and all sorts. You know what I mean? So I've had to have it a few times. So I've got an enhanced DBS that's in date. That's the only one I've got at the moment. However, in terms of Decca's paperwork, it was just bluffing him. He told the Oxford lot that he's got the paperwork and he's going to produce it. So what the Oxford lot said is, if you don't produce the paperwork, we won't show you fair play. That's what they told him. That wasn't down to me. That's down to them now. The only reason that's down to them is because when he's announced that there is fair play, man, they've started getting trolling accounts hitting them about this paperwork stuff.
But they're involved. They're automatically involved in, aren't they? And
involved in. So that's
Joe's a man of his word. Joe's a man of his word, and he's reliable and stuff. And it's.
But you got to remember with Joe and them guys. You got to remember with Joe and Willie and the boys down there, the family men just like us. They've got their own children, so the last thing they want to do is give out fair play to someone, and then it turns out later he's got them allegations against him, because obviously they'll feel how we felt. We're only in this situation for that reason. So that's their issue. I'm not interested in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, that's on them, innit, at that point.
That's on them.
I think it's good to address everything in it. I just don't know how's this pay-per-view stuff going to work, because he's said all along, well, at one point he said it was going to be pay-per-view, and then he got a bit of shit off all of his subscribers and stuff, and then it was going to be free.
A nonce shouldn't be getting fair play, so therefore the nonce is not going to have his say. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. So what you've got to remember is that he wanted it on his channel, bottom line, right? And he was saying it's for free, but the public, Decca's going to give it us for free. No, he's not. He wanted everyone to subscribe to his channel so he makes money out of it in the long run. It's a business move, it's YouTube. So I said, no, it's pay-per-view. So we'll just do it on a pay-per-view stream and give all the deeds to good causes. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, when the fight
who's going to be going with you to the fight?
So I've got me, my fair play man.
Yeah.
Robin, Dale Ely, my head coach. Robin. Yeah. I think Gary Furby's coming down. Fergal, I'm just on a live with them. They're going to come down. You've got Alex and Underworld for doing the pay-per-view setup.
Has it kind of just turned into like instead of it just being you and third player man and him and third player man, it's just going to be a case of people can come and watch and
no. People can come down, but when it comes to the actual fight, there's only me and the fair play man, his fair play man, and the cameraman. That's it.
Right.
So they're going to be down at the actual fight. Obviously, the cameramen and so forth. You got to remember, I don't know who he's coming with. You know what I mean? He might bring.
Yeah,
we're not going with an handful of people, but obviously the coach has to be there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He has to be there, and that's pretty much it. So there's a handful of us going down for about 6 of us. You know what I mean? 6, 7 of us. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like it was that Douglas fight, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's it. So.
Good. Right. Well, you best shoot off. Go out with your missus before she
rips
your earphones out your head.
We've been planning to go for a walk for the past fucking half an hour, mate. So I've had to do 2 live back. But yeah, just to clarify things up as well. Just to clarify a few things up as well. If you have got issues and you're doing it for views, it's not an issue at all. But just know one thing, there's no fair play. You're going to deal with it behind the scenes. The only thing that's getting dealt with on YouTube is a Decca situation, because it's all over YouTube. Anything else after that, we'll do it behind the scenes like real men. I'm going to clarify that up, and we'll also clarify my cousin is not a rapist. He's got his documentation there. He's going to do it on a live chat, on a podcast with all his documentation and go through everything out there. Yeah, and anyone else after that's got an issue, keep it off YouTube. If you're serious about it, you're not going to get fired back on videos and that. Me and Decca's a different situation. I built it to where it's at, to expose him for what he is. I'm going to beat him for what he is on the public platform. Anyone else got an issue with me, any of my family, all you got to do is message us. We'll give you a time and a location, and we'll address it properly as man. And we'll just leave it at that. But like you're saying, the best time to serve revenge is when it's ice cold. One thing about us, Ashley knows very well, we'll always come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I pretty much have summed everything up there realistically. So, and all
I
I'm
think you have, mate. I think there's the thing is with this is obviously there's 1,000,001 questions, and you've wanted to come on and clear certain things up about certain
the only things I
wanted
wanted to clear up really is Lazard jumps on some bullshit hoping it was true because he's a worm, but 10 minutes the day before he's saying, Dean, can you come on my live channel and have your say and the blah blah blah. Then you've got the Danny Christie situation that said it was, we didn't mean no disrespect, it was just a business move, and if he feels like he didn't disrespect me, fair play, not a problem, no disrespect. But and then you've got this fucking helicopter from London, mate, that runs off his mouth like a fucking chopper. But that is going to be rectified at a later date, and I can't really, what it is, Ash? I don't really entertain it now because I've got the Decca fight in a week's time. I've got my kids to attend to and everything else. I've got too much in my life positive going on. Do you know what I mean? To deal with this negative. Once I've done with Decca, I'm done with the YouTube side of things. But don't get me wrong. Anyone that has, backed up the miles and have got that same energy, Dean LYnch, fraud and whatever, just back it up when I'm in front of you boys, because I will be in front of you. We're not going to let things go. And what you got to remember is, if any of you boys have got a problem with me, stop doing your videos about Dean LYnch fraud, because on June 18th, you're invited to Oxford. There's going to be plenty of J's there and plenty of W's. Not a problem. Right, Ash, I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I'm going to walk out to the shop and stuff. Right, brother.
Thanks, everyone, for jumping on.
I hope I've summed everything up for everyone else. And like you say, mate, it's all right for views, boys, but I just hope the views are worth it when we're stood in front of you. Take care, guys. Ash, take care, brother. I'll give you a ring tomorrow.
See you soon, brother. Ta-ra, mate. No worries.